This one means business.
This one does in fact mean business. I am 5 levels higher than him, but he is still going to be like, hey, kill me. Go away. Go away, I say. Fatal barrage. Excuse me, die? I said die, sir. It's time to go away. Stop living. Whoop.
So she was all alone.
Do you think that's a personal issue? Because I'm just able to take everything in when it comes to combat? First of all, I don't really believe you when you say that. Second of all, I don't know about RTK, but Michael has said the same, and I think Lone Wolf was of the same opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lone Wolf, if you're still in chat. There's just a lot of nonsense on screen a lot of the times, especially when everyone is using arts. It's just like a lot of characters shouting action dialogue and like blasts and lasers and stuff happening. It's a lot harder to keep track of all the nonsense on screen compared to like Xenoblade 1 or many other video games. Wait, what did you say? How dare you not listen to everything I say, Nero? I said that obviously the reviving mechanic in the game I think is bad and is my least favorite part of the game, that only healers can res. Gameplay-wise, that is. Not even gameplay-wise. The resing thing is my least favorite thing about this game, period. But the next thing about gameplay that I like the least, that I feel like is even worse when you're in water, is that there are just too many characters, too many enemies. It's just a lot of sensory overload. Like, it's just a lot. Like, pretty much, this is the only game I've played in recent memory where there's just so much happening on screen at one time that I have to super focus on, like, only the character I'm playing as. Like, there's no chance of me following what the other characters are doing. Like, I've never felt like that when playing something in Tales of, playing something in Kingdom Hearts, playing Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Like, Xenoblade 3, there's just so much with so many characters. Especially if you're fighting more than one boss or one big unique monster, that it's just like, it's just a lot. I'd prefer it if there was just less happening in general. There's nobody here. Puzzles. This is definitely the rendezvous point. You can tell because of all the frames I lost when turning there. 100%, though I don't find the need to care about what the others are doing that much, for better or worse. Yeah, I agree. I just found that in that water battle, it became especially bad. Like, when I was fighting those enemies in the water, I could not tell what was going on, even slightly, with the enemies or with my characters. Normally, I can at least keep up with, like, whoever I'm controlling, Senna or Noah, and then the enemy or two that I'm fighting directly, but in that water battle, it was just like, yeah, good luck, dude. Like, all of your characters are also half underwater. Good luck, like, following anything that's happening. What would be the ideal party size for you, Chaos? 3 or 4? Tales of is very strict to 4, and that always works really well. Kingdom Hearts only ever does, like, 3 to maybe 5. In Kingdom Hearts 3, you have 5 sometimes. But in Kingdom Hearts 3, you don't really need to pay attention to a character that isn't Sora. I mean, in Kingdom Hearts in general, you usually don't need to pay attention to a character that isn't Sora. But, or if you're playing, like, Dream Drop Distance, then Riku or something. But in Kingdom Hearts, instead of the issue being, like, having to pay attention to your team members, you have to pay attention to how many Heartless or nobodies you're fighting. Because you're normally fighting, like, 5+ at once, but it's normally easy to keep up with because you only have to pay attention to your one character. In Tales of, you don't need to pay that much attention to your party members, but you can. And also, you focus on your main character, and then usually anywhere from 1 to 4 enemies, depending on what the fight's going like, which is normally pretty manageable. I think it's both a combination of the sheer amount of team members and enemies you're fighting in this game, plus just the way the game is set up. There's so much HUD information to keep track of between your interlink level, your chain attack bar, your arts being on both sides of the screen between them all of the 7 different health bars at the top left, etc., etc. Like, and then, like, a lot of the attacks are just, like, pretty bombastic. Like, there are fields being put down. There are giant laser beams flying around. It's like sensory overload in this game sometimes. It's not, like, to the point where, like, oh, this makes the game, like, demonstrably worse. But it's definitely, like, it's enough sensory overload that it's noticeable. To be honest. Must admit, I don't know what's going on half the time, just lots of shouting and particle effects. Yeah, when I'm in a fight, the only thing that I can even begin to pay attention to is my position, because I have to for my arts, and then my arts recharging. Everything else is basically, like, out of sight, out of mind, for the most part. And I feel like Xenoblade 1 wasn't like, oh, you have to pay attention to, like, Charla and Rein when you're in combat constantly. When I play, I'm not saying in Xenoblade 1, I, like, always paid attention to what Rein or Dunban were doing in my party at all times. But if I needed to, like, get a side of them, or if they suddenly lost health, or, like, if I could get an idea of what they were doing, it was easy in the middle of combat to be like, oh, focus on Rein for a second. What's Rein's AI doing? Oh, he's doing that. That's good. Okay, cool. But, in this game, it's basically like, yeah, good luck ever, like, first of all, picking out which character is. Like, if I look at Lons's HP and then I try and figure out where Lons is, I have to parse, like, 47 different things on screen to try and pick out Lons wherever he is standing. So, it's like, it's enough sensory overload in this game to be like, oh, the game is still, like, fun overall, and, like, it's not, like, a game ruin or anything, but it's one of the only games I can think of where I'm like, man, it's just really hard to keep up with anything that's happening. I feel like there's so much more happening in a fight that is just nonsense that I don't even know what is happening, and I'm actually only focusing on, like, what the arrow above my art says my position is, and then which art button I can click. Which is, I don't know. Again, the game is fun. I like the game, and I'm enjoying myself. Get a drink of water for a dramatic pause there. But also, the game definitely loses some points gameplay-wise for me in the fact that, like, other than chain... That's why I say chain attacks are my favorite part of the game, because when chain attacks are happening, it's, like, the only time in the game that I truly know exactly what is happening. Any of the, like, actual real-time combat that's going on, I'm like, dude, who knows? All I know is if I'm in front of or behind the enemy, and then which art I can click. But, that's why chain attacks are the most fun part of the game, for me at least. Because I can actually tell what's going on to, like, full knowledge, instead of just only understanding, like, 20% of what's happening. Because I'm only paying attention to my own character, because everything else looks like a giant barrel of nonsense. This is definitely the rendezvous point. You guys take a load off, I'll take a look around. Sure thing. If it helps, you'd be glad to know the water combat is very minimal in this game compared to long combat. Yeah, I know. I've been playing the game for 60 hours. I'm aware. I literally said that when I was complaining about the water combat. Is this going to be voiced? Do I need to be quiet? This looks voiced.
It's gorgeous. I can hardly believe my eyes. Is this real?
We don't wage many battles at sea, so makes sense the seas would be relatively untouched.
Aha.
When people do die at sea, it's usually due to their Phoronis sinking. They drown. It's hard to draw out their life with a blade. Putting it that way, I guess it's kinda obvious, huh?
A little ironic that that's why it still looks so pristine.
The other half of my reason.
Oh, are we talking about that now?
About why I'm here, yes. Right? I told you there was a second half.
Hmm?
It's you, Mio.
Me? What do you...
You want to leave an impression. On all of us. And the world. Don't you? I can only hazard a guess at what you'd want it to be. And even then, I'm not confident I'd guess right. But let me just say this. You've only got a little over a month left. We can't change that fact. It doesn't give you much time to leave your mark. If there were anything I could do to give you time, if it were in my power, I would. Not just me. Senna too. And Noah. We all think that way. Mio?
Sparks. You're making me tear up here, man.
Oh, sorry. That wasn't my intention.
No, thank you. Nimue doing.
Huh?
You were even being nice to Uni. Stuff like that.
Oh. Oh, really? I'd never even thought about it.
Let's give thanks if we ever see one of those trees of hers.
A Sophronia? Right. I think that's a great idea.
They really couldn't have gone with, like, contact lenses to, like, block the Ouroboros eye instead of eye patches. Taion just looks so dumb with an eye patch, dude. He's definitely, like, one of the worst. It looks so stupid. Everyone's here. Good. Is this the person that made it out of the prison camp, then? Kisame. Right, sorry to rush you, but can you tell us about the camp? I can. Let's see now. Inside the camp, every prisoner is tracked using identification devices. You need those devices to move around the grounds. But if you go anywhere you're not supposed to, they'll trip the alarm and the guards will come running. So you can't go anywhere without them, but they stop you escaping. Crafty so-and-sos. So, how did you manage to escape? I'll be honest, most of it was sheer luck. I was working by the western gate when I happened to notice that there were fewer guards than normal. I asked my mates to help and we got me out alone. In other words, it wouldn't be feasible for us to infiltrate by the same route you used to leave. I imagine it wouldn't, no. In that case, why not drop the sneaky stuff and just get caught on purpose? If the guards figure out you're Ouroboros, the plan's gonna fall to pieces. They'll just kill you right then and there. At least until you can get information out of Gondor on the inside. You can't let the Agnians know that you're Ouroboros. Huh. Right, so we're saying stealth's the only way to get everyone out safely, Gondor included. Since you've mentioned Gondor, we used to gather in the central cell block for morning assembly, so it should be easy to make contact, provided you can get in. Good info, thanks. I suppose we'll need more data points on the prison if we're to figure out a way of infiltrating it. I figured you might say that, so I got busy while I waited here, observing Agnian troops. Seems to me you might have more luck getting information from them, seeing as how I only saw one part of the prison. Can you see that island to the northwest? That's Corn Island. I saw the Agnian transport Baliana headed that way. It's most likely 11 from the castle, so if you can access a terminal or something, you might be able to learn a thing or two. And then there's Thurbin Island to the northeast. It has the Eurythia relay base on it, permanent garrison and all, so you won't have trouble finding information there. It sounds like we'll have to accept a certain level of risks, since there's no other way. We just want the info, right? We can slip in and out without getting caught, quick as you like. Yes, I would like that, but how likely does it sound? More data on the prison is important, sure, but it won't mean much if we don't figure out how to circumvent the ID devices. Here, you can use this. This is the device they'd put on me. Looks like one of the shock collars from Young Justice. And these. These are the ones from my friends who died in the camp. Should be enough for all of you, and then some. Thanks, we appreciate it. Jansen? About those ID devices, mind letting me have a crack? I think I can pull the warning systems out of them. And since you need a few, I'd like to borrow Nisik. Understood, thank you. So, with the devices in Krydo's hands, we'll see what we can find on Corn Island and Thurbin Island.
I suggest we take a break.
Info hunting time. Let's hit this rest spot real quick.
I hope everyone's getting.
When was the last time
I've
I
already
cleaned
got
my
food
clothes?
on the brain. There we go. Nice and clean.
We're about to break 60 gold Nopon coins. 99, fast approaching. One day. One day. Still can't, like, craft anything good. Always short something. A Medu's tentacle. A Bizarnicle. I thought that said Alvis mech sword. I was about to be like, excuse me? Oh, we're really close to this. I've already got an Orius horn and a Quetus tank wheel, but I need another. Auxilia cylinder. Another one of those would be nice. I really want to level this up, but I just never have the materials. This is probably, what is this? Boost speed of ally revival by 45%, raises healing by 15. This is the one I'm probably going to spend my Nopon coins on. Because we already have level 4 of this one, at least. This more HP one would also be nice, but the speed at raising them is most important, I think. Ooh, hello, what is this? Increases block rate by 15 points? Yeah, we can craft a level 5 one. Let's do it.
It's finished.
Steel protection 5. I don't even know if I'll make use of that or not, but I want it. Boosting aggro while generating arts, or boosts aggro generated when using arts could be nice, but I don't have the stuff to make any of the good ones. Could make level 3 of that, I guess. Just one ion booster. Stupid ion boosters always holding me back. Alright, can't do much with gyms as usual.
That's enough for today.
I missed the gym minigame from Xenoblade 1. I enjoyed the gym minigame from Xenoblade 1. And I feel like it just led to getting gyms more often than this game does.
That was refreshing.
I probably could get gyms more easily in this game if I, like, specifically tried to hunt down these specific items, but, like, this game is already so long.
Okay, buddy. Surprise me.
Gimme. Also mine. Bum, 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 bum. Alley-oop. Into the water. Alright, here we go. Back in the ship. Oh, what the? The ship was already pointed this way forward. That was weird. I didn't think it would be pointed like that. Alright, where's that Hulk at? Because I want that Hulk. That's one of the odds. It's that one right there to my left. Coming through. Yeah, my white. I need these gold Nopon coins. It's the only way I'm ever going to get a good gym in this game. Hi, I'm here. Okay, I would like to fight. Can you guys, like, come up to the land a little bit? You know what I should do? I should ambush, like, this 46 out here so that it can't join in when I'm having to fight the weaker ones. Sailor Marina.
Here we go, guys.
Hey, dude.
Give him the usual, Noah.
Oh, I'm giving him the usual, all right. Come here, sucker. Ba-da. It takes so long to get behind this thing. It's so big. This giant, like, gator water monster is awesome, though, by the way. I love the design of this thing. Like, look at how cool this enemy is. Such a cool-looking enemy. I'm gonna murder it. I need to be behind you. Thank you, thank you. Lasers! Not bad, not bad. You got toppled, you dumb idiot. Imagine being toppled, could not be me. Art follow-up, got him. Shadow Boy, welcome to stream, how's it going? Bum, 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 bum. Whoa, whoa, what the heck is it doing? Where's it going? It got binded, dumb idiot. And now it's gonna get toppled, hopefully. It did not get toppled yet. Someone topple it? Where are all my topple moves? Thank you. I literally can't even see Senna, and there she is. The water in this area is so stagnant. Yo, I'm getting experience out of this, absolutely. Hey, so did I. It's called using Whistling Blades. Nailed it. Bum, 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 bum.